Hi there. It's November 26th and time for Proverbs 26. Now we're still in the Proverbs that Hezekiah's men copied down, right? The king of Judah. Right? And some we've heard before, and maybe some we haven't. Right? As snow in summer and as rain in harvest, so honor is not comely or fitting for a fool or appropriate. You know, they talk a lot about fools in this. Right? They're not really allowed to say things like that anymore, even though they're still out there. It's still true. Number two is a bird wandering as a swallow by flying, so reviling without cause doth not come. That is a curse. An undeserved curse goes nowhere, it says over here. If somebody doesn't know you and they're cursing you, just let it go. Nothing will happen from it, okay? Three, a whip is for a horse, a bridle for an ass, and a rod for the back of fools. See, again with the fools. Beating them. Right? And these two right here were always confusing, okay? Because it seems to contradict itself. Even in the old language, right? Answer not a fool according to his folly, lest thou be like to him even thou. And five is answer a fool according to his folly, lest he be wise in his own eyes. Right? So which is it? Right? Which is it? Both, actually. If somebody's being stupid, if they're shouting stuff that's just nonsense, total nonsense, don't buy into that, okay? Don't buy into that, okay? If somebody in their foolishness is putting down God or Jesus or saying they don't exist, you have to set them straight, okay? So, on certain occasions, you have to set them straight according to their foolishness, okay? Answer a fool according to his foolishness means to use their own style against them, okay? To make them look stupid in the sight of others. Okay? That's done with sometimes with sarcasm, sometimes with just plain undisputable truth. Right. Six, he is cutting off feet, he is drinking injury, who is sending things by the hand of a fool. Lots of fools in here, huh? Don't send a fool as a messenger, right? That's what cuts your own feet off. That's what it says. 7, weak have been the two legs of the lame, and a parable in the mouth of fools. Wow. A proverb in the mouth of the fool is like lame legs that hang limp. Okay. Weak have been the two legs of the lame, and a parable in the mouth of fools. Right. A parable in the mouth of fools is no better than legs that hang limp. Right. Okay. 8 is one who is binding a stone in a sling, so is he who is giving honor to a fool. All right? If you bind a stone in a sling, it's not going anywhere. Okay? A thorn hath gone up into the hand of a drunkard, and a parable in the mouth of fools. Another fools, everything, this whole thing's about fools, isn't it? A thorn hath gone up into the hand of a drunkard. A proverb in the mouth of fools is like a stick with thorns brandished by the hand of a drunkard. Thorn that goes up into. Weird, huh? 10. Great is the former of all. Former of all. And he, capital H, is rewarding he is rewarding a fool and is rewarding transgressors. Wow. The one who hires a fool or who hires those passing by is like an archer who wounds everyone. Wow. That says something totally different, doesn't it? All right, let's jump up to the Geneva Bible. Look up 10 over here. Oh, see, now this is an older Bible than this. This is written in 1560. So, the excellent that formed all things both rewardeth the fool and rewardeth the transgressors. And they have notes, right? Meaning God. Okay. So, the old one says God rewards both fools and transgressors. Okay. I like the Geneva Bible. But our Holman Christian says something totally different. The one who hires a fool or hires those passing by is like an archer who wounds everyone. Totally different. I wonder where they got that. Great is the former of all. Actually, this is the same thing. Right? The one who made everything rewards fools and the transgressors alike. Strange, huh? It fix that over here. No. Totally different, huh? Totally different. Now, what does it say in the King James Version? I don't read this too often, but the great God that formed all things both rewardeth the fool and rewardeth the transgressor. See, yeah, that's the same thing. Now, I don't know why the Holman Christian Standard changed that completely. Let's find another common version here. I want to go to the 1995 New American Standard. There it is. Now, see, this is different. Or a master workman produces all things, but he who hires a fool is like one who hires those who pass by. So you'd have to do some research on that because it's different in different Bibles. This thing simply says, great is God who made all things. He rewards a fool and rewards transgressors alike. Okay? And this, like an archer who wounds everyone. Interesting, huh? So I make mental notes of the ones that are different in different versions, but they say something totally different, okay? And in this case, it does. It says something totally different. And if you wanted to do research, I suppose there's reasoning behind that. But let's move on. 11, as a doth hath returned to his vomit, a fool is repeating his folly. Right, pretty much. Fools are going to do what fools are going to do, right? Thou hast seen a man wise in his own eyes, more hope of a fool than of him. Right, well, that's important. Pride. Okay. There's more hope for a fool than somebody who is wise in their own eyes. If somebody thinks they know everything, you cannot teach them anything. Okay? And they will never learn. That's why there is more hope for a fool than someone who is wise in their own eyes, or full of pride, conceit, arrogance, haughty. Right? And this again, we remember seeing this when Solomon said it. The slothful or the lazy has said, a lion is in the way, a lion is in the broad places. There's a lion in the street. I'll get eaten. I can't go outside. Like any excuse for a lazy person, right? More lazy people shut the door, turneth around on its hinge, and the slothful on his bed. Move, but don't go anywhere. Right. The slothful had hid his hand in a dish. He is weary of bringing it back to his mouth. We read that before, too, when Solomon said it. 16, wiser is the slothful in his own eyes than 7 men returning a reason. Who can answer sensibly, right? Returning a reason. Yeah, lazy people think they know everything. 17. Laying hold on the ears of a dog is a passerby making himself wrath for strife not his own. When you got that? Getting into somebody else's fight is like grabbing a stray dog by the ear. You're going to get bitten, right? And we highlighted those over here. So we highlighted over here. Might as well, huh? That just means we'll go over it again, right? As one pretending to be feeble who is casting sparks, arrows, and death. So hath a man deceived his neighbor and said, am I not playing? Okay, that's always been important to me, these two verses, right? Let's read it over here. Like a madman who throws flaming darts and deadly arrows, firing a gun indiscriminately into a crowd, so is the man who deceived his neighbor and says, I was only joking, right? You do mean things to people. It's just joking, dude. You're not joking. They take that seriously. They will never forget that for the rest of their lives. And you've probably just lost a friend, okay? Don't say things in jest. Don't joke to make yourself look funny around other people at somebody else's expense, okay? There's a lot of comedians that do this, and I just don't like that, okay? It's just not what you should do. Okay. 20, without wood fires going out, and without a gossip or talebearer contention ceaseth. That without wood a fire goes out. Stop spreading rumors and gossip, okay? Every time somebody spreads, did you hear what happened to so-and-so? You're putting fuel on the fire. It will never go out until people stop talking about it. All right? It's none of your business. Do not gossip. God hates gossip, okay? 21. Coal to burning coals and wood to fire, and a man of contentions to kindle strife. Wow. Might as well put all these together, huh? We did it over there. Let's read 21 over here. A charcoal for embers and wood for fire, and a quarrelsome man is for kindling strife. Right. You are the wood, you are the coal that's keeping the fire going if you are spreading gossip and rumors. All right. The words of a gossip are as self-inflicted wounds, and they have gone down to the inner parts of the heart. Okay, we remember when Solomon said this, right? Gossip is addictive. It gets down in here, and you got him. It's like a drug, okay? It's like a drug. That's why there's so much gossip on TV and the internet and drama and reality shows, and everybody wants to see everybody else's drama. You need to get away from that stuff. Like it said, you get addicted to it. Okay, 23. Silver of dross spread over a potsherd are burning lips and an evil heart. Potsherd. Right. Silver-coated stupidity. Right. Are burning lips and an evil heart. That. 24. By his lips doth a hater dissemble, and in his heart he placeth deceit. When his voice is gracious, do not trust him, for 7 abominations are in his heart. Hatred is covered by deceit. Revealed is its wickedness in an assembly. Okay? So this all goes together. Okay? 23, 26. And let's read it over here. Smooth lips and an evil heart are like glaze on an earthen vessel. A hateful person disguises himself with his speech and harbors deceit within. When he speaks graciously, don't believe him, for there are 7 abominations in his heart. Though his hatred is concealed by dissension, his evil will be revealed in the assembly. Right? Right. These people who pretend to be nice, but they're truly wicked, will always be found out. Okay? Always. 27. Whoso is digging a pit falleth into it, and the roller of a stone to him it turneth. Right. If you're setting a trap for somebody, it's going to come back on you, right? It always does. And 28, a lying tongue hateth its bruised ones, and a flattering mouth worketh an overthrow. Wow. A lying tongue hates those it crushes, and a flattering mouth causes ruin. Right. You get that? So there's Proverbs 26. Okay, where do we highlight in here? These two, just because it seems like a contradiction, but it's really not. Okay. Answer not a fool according to his folly, lest thou be like him. Answer a fool according to his folly, lest he be wise in his own eyes. Right. Most of the time, just ignore them. But when they say something truly stupid that might affect somebody else's salvation, you have to step in with the truth, right? According to their foolishness, okay? 12. See a man wise in his own eyes, there's more hope for a fool than for him. People that, and you know these kind of people, all right? They think they know everything. You can't tell them anything because they already know everything, right? They won't listen to anything you say. They're proud, they're haughty, they're arrogant, they're conceited. They look down their nose at everybody else. All right, here's more hope. And we know there's no hope for fools at all. These things, that's all about fools, okay? And yeah, there's something worse than a fool, right? Somebody who is wise in his own eyes. Okay? 17. Getting in somebody else's fight is like grabbing a stray dog by the ears. Remember that. Now we're talking about men arguing, okay? We're not talking about somebody robbing somebody or somebody picking on a woman or somebody, picking on a child or something. Those certain things you have to step into if you can, but just two guys fighting and arguing, stay out of that, okay? A man and a wife, stay out of that. Especially stay out of that. Okay, 18 and 19 we put together. As one pretending to be feeble who is casting sparks, arrows, and death. So hath a man deceived his neighbor and hath said, am I not playing? Right. Let's read that over here. Like a madman who throws flaming darts and deadly arrows, or shooting a gun indiscriminately into a crowd, so is the man who deceives his neighbor and says, I was only joking. You don't joke around with words and stuff and cut somebody down to get somebody to laugh with you. Right? People never forget that. People never forget that. And these three verses go together, right? About gossip. Without wood fires going out, without a talebearer, contention ceaseth. Right? Coal to burning coals and wood to fire, and a man of contentions to kindle strife. Okay? You are the coal and the wood that is feeding the fire that is not going out. When you're telling a rumor or a gossip, a story about somebody you don't know or do know but didn't talk to, right? The words of a gossip are as self-inflicted wounds, and they have gone down to the inner parts of the heart, right? You tell that stuff too much, you're going to get addicted to it, and you won't be able to get enough, okay? There are people, we call them, and 50 years ago they called them busybodies, right? Busybodies who just couldn't stay out of other people's business. Now they're HOA leaders and stuff, right? Those are the worst. 23 through 26. Silver of dross doth spread over a potsherd, or burning lips is an evil heart. Silver of dross spread over a potsherd, or burning lips and an evil heart. Liars, right? By his lips doth a hated dissemble, and in his heart he placeth deceit. When his voice is gracious, trust not in him, for 7 abominations are in his heart. Hatred is covered by deceit, revealed is its wickedness in an assembly. Right? I want to read that over here. Smooth lips with an evil heart are like glaze on an earthen vessel. All right. A hateful person disguises himself with his speech and harbors deceit within. When he speaks graciously, don't believe him, for there are 7 abominations in his heart. There's a lot of politicians like this, man, I tell you what. Though his hatred is concealed by deception, his evil will be revealed in the assembly. right? And that's what a lot of these people are afraid of now, right? You put somebody else in charge, and they're afraid of all their secrets coming out and being revealed in the assembly. Right? And that happens. Hopefully, it will happen. So, there you go. That's Proverbs 26. Right? Lots of talk of fools and stuff. Many of these we've heard before because this are the ones that Hezekiah, the king of Judah, his men copied down, okay, transcribed from different sources and stuff that Solomon said, right? And we'll keep going. It'll do that until like 29, I think, right? And then there'll be other stuff. Yeah, 27, 28. Yeah, and 29. All right, it's all there. Then it's the words of anger after that. So we're on day 331 of our Through the Bible in a Year. I think they're going to do like Thessalonians or something, like one of the epistles today in the middle of Acts when this stuff actually happened. So stay tuned for that. Give us a like if you think about it. But until later, we'll keep going. See you then.